everyone, this is Tyler with Wabash Marketplace.
Hey guys, my name's Whitney Millspaw. I'm the marketing manager for Visit Wabash County.
And I'm Matt Haynes from Filament Tattoo, and we're here today to talk about tips and tricks to help your town if you become a finalist in next year's Small Business Revolution on Main Street by Deluxe. So guys, what are some things that people can do to help their town win if they get into that kind of last little bit where they're competing with other towns?
Sure, so I think the very first thing you have to do is you have to have a plan. You have to know what you're going to do, and you need to make sure that everyone that's going to be involved knows what you're going to do.
Right.
Or else
Which we
it's going to
didn't
be
do.
sporadic.
We
Yeah.
totally didn't have a plan when it started,
No.
and that didn't help us at all. So we came up with a plan halfway through the week. Don't be us, because that led to
Learn from our mistakes.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. What else can we do, or can they do?
Social media, especially in the last few years, has been really prevalent. So just use that to your advantage. Everybody has Facebook, Instagram, website. Hashtags go far. So just really use that to your advantage. It gets the word out pretty quick, and it can spread like wildfire.
And I would say that's how we reach the most amount of people the quickest, is through social media. So we actually can't stress that enough, how important it is to use your social media. Get your state representatives involved.
Right.
The state will stand behind you, state pride. So make sure you reach out to them.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and depending on what you do individually for work, getting people that are in your industry or in the same company, or
Right.
I mean, all those things they definitely tie into it. But yeah, you can't. Social media is the way to win, because
Yep.
we had people that they're like, well, let's go door to door. And I'm like, why? Because the time and the energy to go door to door to get a couple hundred votes,
Right.
we can get tens of thousands of votes with the same amount of energy going.
Right, and
using
I
social
think, Matt,
media.
at one of our last meetings, somebody had recommended like standing outside of Walmart and just passing out flyers, and we said we just need to completely saturate the Twitter market, and I think that's where we got the most
The celebrities.
retweets and the most recognition is from tweeting celebrities, local celebrities. Hit up your local celebrities. Pat McAfee, who plays for the Colts, he retweeted a couple times. Crystal Gale, who's originally from Wabash, retweeted.
We used not only the social media, but our local media. So the radio stations, the local news stations, within 40 to 60 miles or whatnot where you're at, just reach out to them, a phone call, a Facebook message. Like Whitney said, it's the pride of the state, so of course they want you to be recognized, and so they'll work with you on getting your name out there.
And I mean, like, that was what Whitney said about getting well-known or famous people. That, I think, is what really helped to push us over the edge,
Yep.
because we started getting retweeted by people that had 1 million followers or 800,000 followers or 1.5 million followers. And don't underestimate that kind of exposure,
Right.
because as soon as that started happening for us, then we saw just massive, and some of those people had no ties to Wabash whatsoever. Some
Right.
did. We had Ira Dean pushing for us, and other people who have ties to Wabash. But we had some people that people were just reaching out and trying to find.
Right.
Who was the girl from Divergent? And
What's her
I'm terrible
name?
with names.
Wool or
See or something. I don't know.
Anyway, so
Thank
like
you for
somebody
that vote.
who's a fan of hers and follows
Clearly
her,
not diverse.
like posted
Yeah.
something on or tweeted something to her, and she responded and reposted. So don't be afraid to do that. And I would say going over the top, like any ridiculous, out of the way, out of this world kind of thing is.
There's a lot of Facebook Live videos, I remember.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that works. That gets the name out there. So what helps with that social media and the celebrities and people seeing what you're doing is a Facebook event page. I believe there's an event page for it. So people would reshare that the celebrity tweeted this or said this, and that just spread the name out even more. Just by that recognition right there.
Right, and the key with social media event pages, especially on Facebook, is make them public. Don't forget to make them public. They're by default private events. And so make it public, because on Facebook you can invite 500 people. And so the event that I created, which kind of became the main platform for us that people were connecting through, I could invite 500 friends, but then you could invite 500 friends, and you could invite 500 friends, and we ended up just shy of 30,000 people involved in that by the end of the week. And so the only way that could happen was by making sure that event was a public event, not a private event.
You know, a lot of the local youth and schools and businesses love getting involved. You know, we reached out to all the local schools. You know, every kid, you know, many kids have an access to a computer.
Cell phones, computers, they all have them now with them at school. So make sure you reach out to your schools. Those are huge numbers for you guys.
Right.
So get them involved.
And not just your local school district, because we had neighboring counties that had their IT departments working and their teachers helping, and so we ended up having 3 or 4 school districts that were pulling for us, and the kids were voting for us. So, you know.
And I think, you know, the colleges too, so not just at elementary, high schools, but reach out to your colleges, you know, those kids, those professors.
And even state colleges, any major state colleges that you guys have, make sure you reach out to them as well. I would say just try to involve your entire state.
Right.
And to help coordinate, you know, all those actions, getting the word out, it's nice to have a point person from your location. Matt, I believe, you know, was an awesome point person here in Wabash, and you know, him doing those live video feeds, you know, spreading the word, getting it out there, that really helped. And you know, it sparked, as they say, the revolution. So it got all the information out there, and it really helps to have that one, you know, have a point person, have a team, have a group, really coordinate actions on how to get your name out there.
Yeah, and don't underestimate the fact that, like, they call it a revolution for a reason. And when I was talking to Amanda Brinkman, I said, I don't think you realize how much of a revolution this was going to be. And she's like, oh, yes, I did.
That's why she's the genius.
That's why she's the genius, and that's why who she is. But like, don't underestimate how much of a change it can bring to a community in just that 1 week of voting. Had we won or had we lost, that 1 week of voting and getting the community involved, like, that did a lot for community pride. It did a lot for community involvement. It did a lot for just building relationships.
And community recognition as well. I mean, people all over the state, even in different states, were recognizing our city. So whether we won or if we lost, I mean, we still got tons of recognition.
Absolutely. I mean, it is a privilege to get far enough to even be nominated, and then to be in kind of that short list.
Right. Yeah. When they said there's over 10,000 communities who applied, and it was down to us in Silverton, Oregon. You know, 2 great communities. So don't forget whoever you're competing with to let them know. Be like, you know, we're all friends in this. So yes, we're competing for this competition, but you know, it's a friendly competition.
Right.
So make sure you do shout outs to whoever you're competing with, and just show the love.
Right. And we've had people from Wabash that have actually been to Silverton since this happened. We had people here downtown that I think lived in Silverton for a while as well. So I mean, definitely try and get those relationships going, because they're not just your competitors. These are small businesses that are trying to do the same thing that you are.
Right.
They're trying to see a renaissance in their small towns, just like what we want here in Wabash. And so having those opportunities to be able to connect is I think it's great. It really is. It's a lot of fun and beneficial for everybody. So, and I think there's one more thing we can add. Have fun.
Yes.
Like, if you can't have fun, you're not going to sleep during that week.
No.
If you're the point person, good luck, right? You won't sleep. I don't know how many times I killed every recording device that I had. I just wear the batteries down on one and put it on a charger and run out and film for hours more.
Yeah. Yep, and the more excited you guys are about it, the more everyone else is going to be excited about it. So just have fun, be excited, and good luck.
And it becomes a win-win for your town, whether you win or not.
Yes.
It's true.
So
it sounds cliche, but it's
It brings community together.
It really does. It really does. So hopefully these tips and tricks will help your town become the next small business revolution on Main Street winner. And we wish you all the very best. And you will absolutely love being able to work with Deluxe and Robert Hirschback and Amanda, all those people. They're fantastic. So thank you guys. Wish you all the best.
Thank you. Good luck.
Good luck.